We're back on the Chef You and I have to tell you, this group that we have today is really fun. Absolutely. I've never seen a knitting group quite like this. And we have with us our second guest, which is Gilda Vargas Adams, and she is a pediatric rehab doctor.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about what you do in your day.
So I run the cerebral palsy program at Cincinnati Children's Hospital. So we take care of the many kids here in town and from further away who are trying to find the way to live the biggest life they can with cerebral palsy.
And I used to work with cerebral palsy kids, just to let you know, and love them. And worked with Children's Hospital quite a bit with our Clocks for Kids. So anytime you need me to come out and do anything with you, I'd love to do that. That would be a lot of fun.
I'm going to take you up on it.
Do take me up on it, and that would be a lot of fun. So this is called Margie's Swiss Cheese Dip. My wonderful cousin, actually, who passed away a few years ago, actually had me over to her house in Jacksonville, Florida. Her husband was a resident then, and she used to make this Swiss cheese dip all the time. So when I tried it and I started serving it to everybody, everybody just loved it. So the more you drink, the more you love it. But you don't have to drink to love it. That's, you know what I mean. So anyhow, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to chop up very finely a quarter of an onion. That's the first thing you're going to do. Do you want me to start, or are you going to do it yourself? Can you do this?
Sure.
Real fine.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. And, do you like to cook a lot?
I do.
And I heard you just went to a cooking class.
Diana and I and a couple other women in the knitting group who aren't here today.
Okay. There's more?
There's more? The top. Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Okay.
But you can't drink while you're cooking there.
Well, we're letting you do that today. This is much better. Actually, our wonderful group, our wonderful show actually is a healthy cooking show. That's why we started. That was our mission, to make America healthy, one reality bite at a time. And we've been doing that for a long time. And there's so many people that love different things. We try to do different, foods all the time, including gluten-free and everything. And there's a lot of kids out there that have celiac disease and lots of other things. So I work with lots of different vendors that actually were mothers that created different products. So anyhow, but it's really a lot of fun. So how long have you been doing what you're doing as a doctor?
Well, my husband and I came to Cincinnati over 20 years ago to do
Wow.
our residencies, and then, as I say, we fell in the quicksand.
You did?
We're still here.
You're still here. It's a really cool place, actually. Where are you from originally?
I grew up in suburban Indianapolis, and I did all my education in the Northeast.
Wow. Now, I want to show you something. This is supposed to be an onion eraser, or an eraser that gets rid of,
Onion
odors.
smells?
Onion smells. Try it. Anyhow, in the meantime, I am going to look for the wonderful thing that we use, and I have to go off the set for a minute to get it. Whatever.
Hey, what happened?
Does it work?
It worked.
It works? Awesome. That's great. My daughter gave it to me for Christmas.
Well, I'm keeping it.
You're not getting it. Okay. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take and you're going to put your onions in this wonderful bowl right here, right? And, well, I brought you this, but that's all right. You can do it any way you want to.
I didn't use the sharp side of the knife.
Oh,
I
okay.
know better than that.
No, that's all right. But here's the cool thing about these. These are ceramic knives, black ceramic knives. And I'll show you my invention in just a little while. But the second thing that we're going to do is we're going to put actually 12 ounces of cheese, which we already shred, or you can buy it shredded, right, into this mixture. So would you mind doing that for me? And this is in our bag well, so you can take the bag out.
Is this measured already?
It's already measured for you.
Perfect.
Isn't that great?
Thank you.
I wanted to make it easy for you. Okay. So we don't need that anymore. We'll use that again. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is we're going to take, and I want you to measure into this cup 1 cup of Hellmann's mayonnaise, if you don't mind. She loves this. I can tell. This is good.
I'm very excited about this Swiss cheese dip because the ladies of the knitting club have a great fondness for a Swiss cheese dip that you can purchase at a local grocery chain.
We won't mention that grocery chain, even though I use it all the time.
And sometimes 2 people bring the same thing. So
Right.
it seems that if this might be even an improvement upon the
Right.
one that we're accustomed to.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and just throw that in there. And I'm going to give you a wonderful spatula.
Just what I was hoping for.
Yeah. Okay, so I want you to blend that together, and then we're going to put 20 drops of Tabasco sauce in there. You know, it's
20 drops.
20 drops. That's what it calls for. You can put more in if you want to, if you like it hotter. But it's up to you. I'll take that. Okay, just get that all in there.
This is good stuff.
I know it's good stuff. I use it all the time. It's a lot of fun to do this. And actually, when I was in New Orleans at Christmas time, my daughter begged me to make this. So
She can't make it herself? Because this isn't that hard.
no, it's not. She was doing something else, and she works, so I did it for her.
You're a good mom.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm a sweet mom. But the cool thing is that we brought it, and they loved it. And we went to a gastroenterologist's house in the quarter.
Ooh.
Oh, and he has such a gorgeous house. And actually, my granddaughter goes to school with his daughters, which makes it even better. And then we got to watch fireworks. We got to do everything. But they had lobsters flown in from Maine for each one of us. There were 30 of us. It was a rocking dinner. So everybody brought something. I brought that.
Nice.
And that was really sweet. Now you want to put this in there.
Okay.
Okay. So 20 drops.
20.
Can you do it?
I think so.
Okay, go ahead.
I passed math.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're really funny, doctor. Oh, wow.
There we go. 20.
Great. So go ahead. Now mix it together. And I always put it in the refrigerator for about an hour. You don't
Can it
have
stay
to.
longer?
Yeah, you can
Can you
leave it.
prepare
Yeah,
a day ahead?
I did. Actually, the one that I made for you today actually was made ahead of time. And since you're so sweet, I'm going to let you take this home with you. How about that? Right?
Just one.
Yeah, right. So now what you want to do is you want to put it in here, okay? And I know you can do this here. I'll hold it for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Just
ready?
Don't make a mess.
I know. You're not going to make a mess. Don't worry about it. So what do you like about your job the most?
The kids.
Yeah, of course.
And of course, lots of bureaucracy and paperwork. That's my second.
Yeah, I know. That tears my daughter up, but you know, you got to do what you got to do.
The necessary
Okay,
evil.
so let's do this. We're going to take a nice little picture of this. And a lot of times what I'll do, just to let you know, is put greenery around it to make it even look a little bit better, right? So that you can do that, okay? And then I serve it with either breadsticks, and I want him to take a nice picture of it, breadsticks or chips or whatever you want. It's really good.
Probably dip vegetables.
Yes, you
it.
can. You can. And since I usually use a light one, it's really not a lot of calories, actually. And it's really good for you. Okay? And I want to thank you for doing this with me.
This was really fun.
It is. And you're going to have the recipe, and you get to take that home tonight. Okay?
Thank you.
You're
Catherine.
welcome so much. We'll be right back on The Chef You and I, and you can find the recipe on thechefyouandi.com. We even have a printable thing up there. It's just a little printer, and just print it out, and you've got it. We'll be right back.